Do you see it, Eileen?
Yep. Okay, I believe it's recording now.
Okay.
Okay. All right, so we're going to go over making more with holiday corporate gift giving. And I'm going to go kind of fast with this because I want us to have some time to bounce some ideas back and forth. Well, what if you could earn an extra $500 or $1,000 or more this holiday season? We're going to show you some ideas on how it can work for you. So we're going to capture the corporate market. And I'm going to move you guys over here. But I know with my previous employment that I had, I was actually one of the ones that was doing this. But with the corporate market, the Consumer Trend Survey says 94% executives polled say no one ever contacts them about their holiday gift-giving needs. 88% of executives order their company's holiday gifts themselves, and 12% delegate the responsibility. The largest group said they'll spend $25 to $50 on employees and $35 to $55 on clients. There is about a $2.5 billion market to tap out there. The spending is consistent, and they don't believe in skimping on Christmas. The corporate gift business is not satisfied by food anymore, and I know that to be a fact, and they want warmer, more personal and fun gifts. I know that whenever I was in charge of this before, that was a thing that I ran into, was people really didn't appreciate it whenever you gave them cookies or something of that nature. And whenever I saw the Mikasa items in our What's New Living, I felt like this would be great. I wish that I would have had this myself whenever I was doing the gift giving. So the difference for you between the corporate versus the consumer sales is that the corporate buyers definitely want to spend money. They're looking for products and services that help run their businesses more effectively. They're spending their boss's money, so they're not too concerned about it. They appreciate and are willing to pay for the extra touch, such as gift wrap. And, you know, it requires a different approach and commitment than consumer sales. You want to show them how your gifts can help them reach their goals, and that it will make their clients feel that they are appreciated. So there's a lot of information on this slide, and like I said, I'm not going to go over every detail of it, but you know, we can send the files out so that you have time to read it and go over it yourself. So these are the items that I saw in the What's New Living, and I'm not sure if everybody's received that yet or not, but if you haven't, you'll be getting it. But there are some beautiful Mikasa items in there.
And you know, Eileen, one I don't see that you have pictured there, but it's also Mikasa, is there is on page 13, a pineapple covered box by Mikasa. And you know how the pineapple is like a welcome thing? And it looks like it's going to be priced in the Magalog for $7.99. So that's very affordable, you know, but looks really nice.
Right, absolutely. And this is just an idea that, you know, you can, I mean, you could put anything that you wanted to in this. You can make your own flyer up to take out. But these were just items that, you know, we thought, wow, that's a great choice. And it can be for male or female. It's just a very nice gift item. So you could deliver the picture, make a flyer, color flyer, of course, of the items that you want to present, as well as, of course, you know, your cost. And then you want to let them know that you can bring these items to them gift wrapped at an additional charge. So another one of the ideas that Janice had was, you know, to write a letter if you call and they're not able to see you whenever you do call, that this is a letter that you could put in with the flyer and the price, and just to kind of give them an idea of who you are and what you have to offer. And here again, it's, you can change the verbiage how it fits what you're trying to do. And so I kind of made a little call script for, if you could call the company before you went there, just, hello, may I speak with a person in charge of purchasing the company's holiday gifts for your employees or clients? This is Susie with Avon. How are you today? I'm calling businesses in the area to offer my executive shopping service for your special clients and employees. Depending on your needs, I have gifts from $9.99 to $14.99 or more. I offer gift wrapping, special gift for you when you purchase $50 or more. What would be a good time I can come by to see you and show you our gifts? Give them a choice between 2 dates and 2 times because you don't want them to think that your calendar is empty. You want to be very busy. So, this is just an example. You can word it however you want to, but just an example of things that you might be able to say to get an appointment and get yourself in the door.
And I would add too, if you can get an appointment and get in there, take like a holiday hand cream or, small something as a gift just for them to meet with you. Right. Before Avon, I was a preschool director, and I had someone coming to talk to me about fundraising from Nestle, but they brought me a Baby Ruth candy bar. And you would not think that's such a big deal, but when it's the middle of the afternoon and you've spent a day with kids and somebody brings you a Baby Ruth candy bar, it goes a long way, and you want to do something. So we ended up booking a fundraiser with them. But I'm thinking, just for them giving you their time, if you can bring, one of the holiday hand creams as just a little thank you gift when you get in the door, even if they don't go with you, they'll remember a good impression, of Avon.
Absolutely. So what ideas do y'all have as that you think would help this?
One thought I had too was for them, if they get an in-person visit, to take a couple examples with them of choices all made up, right, and show them how it would look. I also think our candles would be a nice, less expensive too, even, like if you want to do a lower price, middle of the road, and a higher price, maybe give them a couple options. I think the candles would be a lower price. I'm also looking in the living, and we have a really nice cheese board with the cheese cutting knives. That's going to sell for $29.99. So that might be more in the $30 price range, might be a little bit more. But usually everybody, could use a cheese cutting board and the knives. That would be nice. There's also a really pretty red holiday cookie plate. That's not very expensive there. Right. Even some of the games, the bingo game is $24.99, but families like to play games together. I think just having a variety of products, and if you can't go in person and show them, maybe make up a flyer that has pictures of these are some of my choices in my different price range so that they would be able to see what you have to offer. The other thing is, besides gifts for the employees, a lot of times these bigger corporations will have a Christmas party where they give a gift to the children. So Santa comes in, he has a wrapped gift for a boy or a girl, depending. And, I was looking too, we have some really nice, there's a Frozen, it's a storybook and also a sticker book. I know we have the Build a Snowman, where they can make a snowman to look like Olaf outside. Right. And then for the boys, there's a lot of Paw Patrol, Ninja Turtle items. So maybe even having a suggestion that they could give to gifts from Santa at the holiday party would be good too.
Right.
Katie, would you close that door, please?
Scott, what are your ideas on it?
I had to find my way around the computer. Every time I get used to something, they update Windows and I lose half the stuff I know where it's at.
I understand that.
I was looking at some of these basics that are on page 24 and 25.
Are you in the Avon Living or are you in a regular brochure?
No, I'm on the this one, the What's New. I didn't get to the brochure yet.
Yeah, because we probably have some beautiful items in the brochure too, as far as jewelry sets or the chocolate spa, the Planet Chocolate Spa, that would be something nice too.
And that Planet Spa is going to be limited, but still a nice deal.
So in 24-25, you're looking at like the bowls and the platters?
Yeah. Well, I'm looking at the living one.
Yeah, that's what, but on those pages, it looks like the white cooking. Am I on the right pages?
Yeah, you were right.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm out in left field.
that's okay.
And
And-
Janice, what about you? What do you think?
Well, I personally think that I'm going to send a living in the envelope with it if I can't get into them, and I'm going to also send a brochure because they may be shopping for their own family themselves. So I want to open that possibility as well. One of the things that I did do on the beautiful flyer that you did, my sister works for a printing company, so I took them to her and had her.
Ooh, that looks great.
It does.
Oh,
She-
wow.
And what I had her do was put the prices underneath so that they know. So I had they'll fit 2 to a sheet. So I just had her cut them in half, and so I'll be giving those out to my team. I'm working an event. And this not next week, but the weekend after, it's a very large event, and it's a breast cancer. So there's a lot of corporate companies that are going to be there that the HR people are already there. So I'll have an opportunity. I'll have the packets made up and be able to hopefully walk around. If they have the livings, I don't think come out until campaign 22, but I can go ahead and get my foot in the door and introduce myself and start talking to them. So I'm excited about that.
Janice, is that something that you could send to Eileen and maybe she could share with Scott and I? Because I like that you have the prices on there. I know we'd have to take it to a printer.
Yeah.
Even if you just take a picture of it or something. I don't know if you have it typed out with the prices on something. But Scott, we're going to be doing that job fair the first week of October. And there's going to be a whole bunch of employers there. So I like your idea, Janice, that we could talk to all the employers who are there to see what their companies offer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because the HR people will already be there. And usually I think it's the HR people that either they have that foot in, they know. But
Right.
But what I'm doing is Paul and I are going to team up, my husband and I, and we're going to be calling all of the corporations here in our area and surrounding areas as well to see if we can get in and see if we can't do that. I also think the gift wrapping, that you can do it free or for a minimal charge. So I guess it would just depend upon you as to what you wanted to do with it. But that's what I plan on doing, and I'm on it. I'm all excited about this. It was funny because Eileen called me, and I had been going through my file and had Christmas ideas, and I was going through it, and that was on the very front. And I was going to be looking at that this week, and she called me, and we were talking, and it was like, hey, I just happen to have that right here. It was just so funny, it just kind of meshed.
Yeah, the timing. Well, and I applaud you and Scott for getting on the call because I do not think representatives are even touching the surface of the opportunities with this.
I agree.
I agree with you there. I think that I don't know if they're I think that if you can hone it down to just a few instead of so broad because there's so many decisions, I think if you can hone it in, and I noticed Eileen's really good about doing that with the fundraisers I've been watching, and I see people fundraisers, I got a fundraiser because you're honing it in, and whatever they're looking at, that's what they're going to do.
Mm-hmm.
I think. So I think that's a very good idea.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, like I mentioned, each person can take the items that they liked. I just know from my previous experience that these were the things that appealed to me because of what I was trying to go by before when I was making the purchases. But they're all great ideas and could easily be incorporated into what each representative wants to present. It's just a matter of putting the item, the price on a flyer and going out with it. Yes, you may get some no's, but that's okay. Somewhere in there, you're going to get a yes, and there's no telling what could happen with just that one yes.
Mm-hmm. I think you should go out with a goal. If they're, when going out or making the calls, you go with a goal so that you know how many you're wanting to put out. so that you.
Right, right. Hi, Sherry, are you on?
She might not be able to hear us or hear us, and we can't hear her.
Right.
Hey, Brenda, do you know how many exhibitors we had on that?
They sent me a flyer, but it doesn't tell how many that I see yet. I'm guessing there's 20 to 30.
I'm going to make enough packets to hand out to everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Also, that living book, are you guys down there in Eileen's area? Are you guys on 21 yet?
Yes, we are.
Which RPS?
Well, I have the 2 districts in Tennessee, and they're primarily 3 and 4.
Okay, so you guys have time, because if somebody can find a number, they can order the extra living books if they're in leadership and get them +3 and get them ahead of time.
I didn't know that.
Well, yeah, because see, you're going to get them with your books on 21. When I'm going to order books for 24 this time.
Okay.
So I'm going to get my living books. I'll get half of whatever I order in 24's books in free living. Well, if I want to order the extras and I can find the line item number, I can call down and do it.
Oh.
So I'm going to call leadership tonight and see if I can get that number.
Okay. That's a good idea.
And if I do, I'll send it to y'all.
That would be great.
If I find the
Eileen, I think you're right by focusing on the Mikasa, because people know that as a quality brand, and it really looks like a nice gift for them to give out. So I think that is a quality choice.
Right. We've went over some great things, I believe, and ideas. It's just a matter of taking that and moving forward with it. But I definitely feel like we mentioned, it's a market that has not been tapped. And, it's a way to really increase your holiday sales, especially if you're going to be in an event.
Right. And you know what? I also think we don't have to go just for big corporations. You may get a doctor's office that has 8 employees, a real estate agent that has, 12 realtors with them. So, and all of that's going to add up. So even if you just go for all different size businesses, you will get a lot of sales.
Right. I was also thinking about car dealerships.
Mm-hmm.
I know that they hand out gifts. Whenever you just sit down and think of all the businesses that are around you, I think you could easily fill up several days by making phone calls, as well as, just doing stop-ins.
Yeah, I was thinking car dealerships. I was also thinking like the hospitals. Because a lot of times, am I mistaken? I think if they have they have gifts that they give out, even for door prizes, those kind of things. So that's still an open avenue there.
Melissa, were you going to say something? Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, the 2016 Angel Wings ornament would be great for realtors to give to anybody who bought a house from them this year.
Oh, that's good. Mm-hmm.
And it also is in police officer colors, blue. So you might be able to do it as a fundraiser with the Fraternal Order of Police or somebody.
That's a great idea.
And the Angel of Peace figurine. That's a really nice figurine.
Right.
Well, and even not necessarily even as a fundraiser, Melissa, the policemen, may do something too where they buy something for all the officers of that station, as a Christmas gift too. We don't know. Or for like their dispatch, the girls who answer the 911 calls. So there's a lot of things.
That's true. I didn't think about that.
Mm-hmm. So.
Great idea.
Absolutely. But yes, Janice, if you can send me, if you can scan that flyer that your sister made or send me a picture, then that would be great. When I made the flyer, or actually my DA made it, we just thought about putting the prices on a separate one, but to have them right there with it and just do it in one piece, definitely save paper and also still makes a nice impression.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think it also, they have, because they do have the price right there, so they can look, this is, it's a varying price range. So, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I think it's a great idea. The only thing that I saw, wish I would have done different, was put my name on the back. Is had my name put on the back. So I'm just going to label my name on, because I don't send anything out without my name and my contact information. So, yeah.
Right. Absolutely.
Now, when I look, these items are available in campaigns 24 through 1. So I would say do all the legwork right now so you can put your big orders in all for 24 so that you make sure that you're going to get them, in case anything would short. So, we still have a good month and a half or 6 weeks that we could work on this before campaign 24 goes in, to contact all different businesses and maybe set a goal to call 5 new places or send out 5 letters or stop in at 5 places every day.
Right. That's why I wanted to get this going, is because, if we sit back and we wait till right close to time, we've lost sales. I think it's important to move on it now, because even though we are at the end of, we're at the beginning of October, it's not too early for this.
Mm-hmm.
No, not to be able to have them delivered to the company that buys. And if they want gift wrap, they're wrapped and they're ready to go by the 1st of December.
And, too, if you get them 1 year, I bet you'll get them repeat customers. They'll do this with you again. If you give them great service, you can call them next year, and I bet they'd buy year after year with you.
Absolutely.
That's excellent.
Any other ideas? Melissa?
You're on mute, Melissa.
Oh, no, not really. I think you just have to sit and brainstorm this one. I know from working in big corporations, a lot of them, the buyers, though, did everything in August before he even realized it. So, but that was for their clients, not for their personal employees that they were doing all that. That was being put together back in August. But
right, because there's 2 markets, really. Their clients and their
Right.
employees, 2 things, yeah.
Right.
Melissa, were you on the call to see Janice's flyer? Janice, can you hold that up again?
Sure, happy to.
She went to a printer and had this slide professionally done.
That's the one that we're looking at, right?
Well, but she has the prices added and it's printed
wow.
on nice cardstock.
Mhm.
So she is using that to send out to the employers and to talk to people in an event she's at.
Okay.
It's high gloss. I had her do it on, and it only, I had to say, I think I got 100 of them, and it was only like $18. So it wasn't
How much?
18.
Oh, that's not bad.
Wow.
Because she's my sister, but that's what it cost me.
Okay. Wonderful. And I know Melissa has an event coming up where you're going to be with a lot of people. That one you're going to be a vendor at.
Oh, that's with the church, yeah.
Yeah, but you never know what connections these people have.
Right. I do, though, know a couple business owners, and I'm not sure what they do. I just hadn't brainstormed on this one to think about this. I have in the past. I just hadn't hit my radar yet.
Well, I'm excited. I can't wait to get started.
Did we lose Eileen? Oh, there she is.
Yes, I'm very excited about it. Like I said, I think it's a big market that needs to be tapped. And, I think that you can design it how you want to go about and move it. Well, I appreciate everybody jumping on, that we are going to end. Unfortunately, Zoom only allows us about 40 minutes, and we're getting close to that. But if you've got any other ideas or thoughts about it, please get in touch, and we'll share with everyone.
And keep us posted how you're doing.
Absolutely, Janice. Let us know how things go.
Well, and Eileen, thank you for including me. I appreciate that so much. I know that I'm not your district, but my team's there. Most of my team's there, and I love your district. I do. So just know that my heart's there, and I thank you for just talking with me about this. I'm very excited. Thank you for teaching me how to use Zoom. I'm really excited.
My pleasure. Thank you all for coming.
Good night.
Nice to meet you, Brenda and Melissa.
You too.
Bye-bye.